Hi there, it's Craig here. Well, somebody asked me the other day what happened to the hard apple cider tasting video, and it occurred to me that I think I forgot to make that one. So I'm going to do that right now. Just for all you guys who aren't quite aware what that is, hard apple cider is where you take some apple juice and you ferment it with some yeast and sugar and make an alcoholic beverage that's called hard apple cider. Here's a little bit of how it's done. Here we go. Whoa. Okay. So pouring the apple juice right into the container we're going to use to ferment this in. I'm going to add a yeast nutrient. Now I have one that I've purchased, which comes in the form of a powder. Okay, so there we have a cup of sugar. We're going to shake that around. I think we're going to drop in another cup. We've got 1.080. We throw in our yeast. There. Once again, I'm going to give it a good shake. Okay, so now here what I have is a non-cleared finished product. Now this is not cleared yet. If you leave this sit for a couple weeks, it will clear quite nicely on its own. Or you can add gelatin to it, which I have a second batch back in my brewing area there where I've actually done that, and we're going to wait and see what happens with it. This one hasn't been cleared, but this is straight out of the juice container, 1 week of fermentation, no freezing, no nothing. It's just kind of, there it is. Okay, so it's a little cloudy. Let's give it a taste and see what we've got. Because I used baker's yeast, you can taste it. Now the reason why I did that is because I'm trying to set people's feet on the road, and then from there they can go down and they can start experimenting. Some people have never been into a home brew shop before. They don't know what to look for. They don't know what to ask for. So the best and simplest thing to do is just to set people into one place where they can get everything they need to make this. That's why I did it with baker's yeast. I mean, if you can get different kinds of yeast, I would definitely experiment with them. And we'll talk about that a little bit in a minute. But as far as what this is and how much it costs to make, it's not bad, man. I mean, I'm telling you, it's definitely drinkable. It's definitely an acceptable beverage. And with a little bit of time and clearing, it will even get better. It's nice and sweet. There's a little bit of, like I said, the yeast flavor in there, which will go away. And it doesn't taste really strong as far as alcohol goes, but I do know from my hydrometer readings that this is about 10 or 11% alcohol. It started out, you can do the exact math if you want, it started out at 1.080 and it ended off at 0.005. So below 1.000 even. So it went completely out. It fermented almost completely out. And the yeast that I used, which is the baker's yeast, the Fleshman's yeast, it left just enough sweetness there so that you don't have to add any sweetener to this. What I found is that if you use champagne yeast will eat all the sugar, and it will completely deplete your wine or your cider of any sweet taste at all. So if you're making this, I would not recommend using champagne yeast. The best thing to do really is if you can get yourself some ale yeast, like Nottingham ale yeast, Cooper's ale yeast. Some people said that the beer yeasts and the baker's yeast will not ferment past 7%. And that's not the experience I've had. As you know, just from my readings, they went up to 10 or 11%, no problem. Okay, so not to worry. It's nice. It's a nice drink. I've got some little ice cubule things in there just to make it cold, because the thing I fermented it in won't fit in my fridge anywhere. So the best thing for you to do is put this in bottles and put it in the fridge. You can carbonate it, Put a little bit of priming sugar in the bottles. Use plastic bottles if you can, because that way you're not going to blow up bottles and so forth. If you're not really experienced with that, then you should really use plastic, because that way the plastic will stretch and you don't have to worry about exploding bottles. But no, I mean, like I said, I mean, I don't want to hear it with concoctions or whatever. This hard apple cider is very, very popular. There are forums that have sections, complete whole sections dedicated to making this stuff. Okay, so it's not, I don't feel so much like Frankenstein anymore when I put this together. Okay, it's absolutely something that a lot of people are doing. There's more than one video on YouTube how to make this, and you know, you might want to try it yourself and see what you think of it. I really like it, and certainly there's ways to improve on it. And if you have access to a home brew shop, you can get some other things that might even make it taste even better. That's up to you to research. But for now, this is what we've got, and I do really enjoy this, and I do make it on a regular basis. I do usually, however, let it clear better or use the gelatin to make it nice. And we'll see that. I'll have it in the next video. One of the videos coming up, I'll have a glass of it with nice clear, a nice clear version of it, so you can just see that. We already saw it with Faux anyways when he came and brought me some, but we'll just do that again. You might notice my nice blue CraigTube shirt. Tester Customs, who made this shirt for me, sent me a box. Oh man, I could hardly lift the thing when they brought it. And I don't know how many shirts are in there, but there's every single color that you could possibly imagine in there. There's pink, there's black, there's orange, there's green, there's gray, there's brown, there's blue, there's yellow, there's different shades of each color. It's so nice of him to do that. I thank him again. I've got more shirts than I know what to do with. I gave a couple away already. Wonderful guy. Hopefully talk to him soon on Skype or something like that. It'd be a lot of fun to just every once in a while just like show up with like an orange CraigTube shirt or something like that, or a yellow one or a pink one or whatever. So that'll be fun. And I thank Brian, Tester Customs, I thank you once again for sending me that big box of shirts. And in the bottom there was some nice hoodies and sweatshirts. Man, this guy was great to me. Updates. Okay. Had Weird Beer over the other day. We had a drink together. He brought over his finished Festa Brew beer that he made. I had never tasted that before. You get it in a big bladder. It's a 5-gallon bladder of wort. It's already made. You just pour it in your fermenter. You add your yeast. That's all you do. The home brew kit that J.O. Malone 3113 sent me, the one with the nice big bag of grains and the malt extract and the hops and all that stuff, that's coming up. The making of it, the tasting of it, definitely a new experience for me. All that's coming up too. The making of it and the tasting all in one video, so you guys don't have to wait around. You can see it all in one sitting. You pull yourself up a nice beer, light a pipe up. If you're a pipe smoker, a tobacco pipe, thank you very much, Nige. And so I want to thank you guys for watching. I want to thank you guys for sticking around. And I want to thank you guys for your support, your continued commitment to CraigTube. I really love having you around, watching my stuff, commenting, rating, whatever else we all do together. We learn from each other. We have fun. It's a lot of fun making these videos. It's a lot of fun making these beers and wines and things. And I've got a lot of work to do. I've got a lot of videos to make. And so it's going to be a great summer. And I look forward to spending that with you. Cheers, guys. See you soon. Bye.